Yeah, the ground forces of Iran's Revolutionary Guards held military drills on the country's southern coast. Meanwhile, the world's largest aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald, has arrived at the U.S. naval base of Souda Bay on Crete, en route to joining a major military buildup in the Middle East amid heightened tensions between Washington and Tehran. U.S. President Donald Trump has repeatedly threatened Tehran with military action if it does not cut a new deal on its nuclear program. The Trump administration has built up the biggest U.S. military presence in the Middle East in decades as it pushes its adversary for concessions. The countries will hold their next round of nuclear talks on February 26th in Geneva. Now we welcome retired Lieutenant Colonel Himanshu Singh. She's a Defense and International Relations Analyst, joins us live from New Delhi. Thank you very much, Lieutenant Colonel Singh, for joining us again. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Now, looking at this, ever since we last time talked or discussed this, do you think the U.S. Trump's patience level is becoming thinner and thinner towards Iran? And how do you analyze the build-up that, including USS Gerald heading to the region?
Good evening, Asuma. See, recently Steve Witkoff has himself said that Donald Trump is surprised that why Iran is not bowing down despite so much of escalation. So he was himself shocked. So they don't understand Iran and the people and its traits. So that's actually, surprising that you cannot just try and negotiate without knowing your adversary. So where, the entire thing boils down to, Iran is reminding the United States that it controls the geography of the escalation, particularly in the Strait of Hormuz. And United States, by positioning its carrier in Crete, is signaling that it retains the escalation dominance in sea and air. So what we are seeing as of now, that West Asia is not at war, it is actually rehearsing war. So when IRGC conducts, the drills in southern Iran, and they are having this exercise called 1404, it is not merely a military exercise. It is actually a strategic signaling which is aimed at Washington and Tel Aviv, that when United States positions its largest carriers, it is projecting its power without firing a shot, and that is what is, pressurizing the enemy. And moreover, now we see involvement of Israel also. Israel is also trying to push United States to attack Iran. So somewhere, there is a red line which is being crossed, and very clearly Iran is playing mind games, which I think Donald Trump is really frustrated about. And this is a layered deterrence. Iran will not fight, US with the first ballistic missile. It will keep waiting, because as you said, that they are going to happen another round of talks in Geneva. However, I don't see much coming out of this, because what Iran wants is a very responsible and respectful negotiation, to which the US administration will not agree. They are stuck at their points, and Iran is stuck at their points. So somewhere I think the United States will not abandon the region. It will keep staying there and start pressurizing Iran more and more. But it also wants to avoid a full-scale war in the Middle East, owing the geographical situation, moreover the ballistic power of Iran, and the asymmetrical warfare in which Iran is actually a master. So it is not the question whether tensions exist or not. It is the question whether the strategic patience which has been shown till now, though there are lot of dialogues coming from both sides about they will do this, that and all, but still they have been patient without fighting a bullet or a missile. But I don't think the war will happen because of declarations. It will happen because of miscalculations, which we will get to know after this 26th of February. Asuma.
Yes, indeed. I'm also surprised about how bold Iran has been in terms of their stance, and also in terms of their ministers and their leader speeches when we hear they use very profound, strong words towards U.S. So how do you analyze the capacity of Iran right now? And also, you rightfully mentioned Strait of Hormuz. How is Iran using the control over that strait in its negotiations?
Strait of Hormuz controls 20% of the world's oil trade, and that is a very, very strong thing, because the moment they block this, or they're doing exercises in the Strait of Hormuz as of now, the oil prices already go up, and this is going to benefit countries like Russia and all. They start selling oil at a very, very higher price, and the world economy will start reacting to this. So it is actually leverage that they have. Moreover, is Iran knows it cannot fight US alone. That is why, yesterday we had heard North Korean President Kim Jong saying it is going to support Iran. Even Russia has said they will not tolerate US attacking Iran. China somewhere, they in the background, they are trying to help. So somewhere the diplomacy of Iran is much stronger than what US has been doing, because US has made lot of enemies during this entire process. The Middle Eastern countries have refused to give them bases. UK has refused to give them bases. So somewhere the only thing they have is to fight from the sea. And IRGC, the way it is conducting its drill, is capable of targeting US ships through the missile power, because they have been testing more than 100 missiles have been fired and tested. Some new ballistic and ICBMs have come. In the 12-day war, we had never ever heard about the ICBM, but now Iran is capable of firing ICBMs also. So somewhere Iran, even if it does not win the war, it has the capability to give a befitting reply to any misadventure by US. So somewhere, we see Iran in a very strong position as of now, and they will also use their asymmetrical warfare tactics, where the Hezbollah comes in, the Houthis comes in. So that is why, the position of Iran is not as weak as the US has calculated, and that is why we see the rising frustration in Trump's expression of thoughts. Asuma.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Lieutenant Colonel, for sharing that insight. Please stay with us as we come back to you for our next